everyone, today I'm going to do a review of One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. This is a really short Russian novella, it's only 143 pages, and it tells of a day in the life of a typical inmate of a gulag or forced labour camp. Now, Alexander Solzhenitsyn himself was a prisoner in one of these camps, one of the special camps for political prisoners, so this is sort of a fictional retelling of a first-hand witness account, really. So overall, the plot of the story is, as you can imagine, the day-to-day life of a prisoner. So it begins with him waking up, goes through what he has for breakfast, what he does for work, his thoughts on his fellow inmates and his imprisonment, and then ends with dinner and going to bed. Because of this, it actually comes across as fairly mundane and almost dull in parts, but I think that is what makes this novel so effective. So there's also a distinct lack of brutality in there. There's not really any beatings, there's no shootings, there's no torture, it's just the grinding daily monotony and restrictive environment that these prisoners were in that makes you understand what they were really going through. And I think this was the point, because throughout the novel I was sort of getting to the point where I was thinking, oh, today's a good day for him, it's going okay, things are going his way, he's getting extra rations, this, that and the other. And at the end of the book he even says himself that today was a good day. And then you really reflect on what that means. They're basically on starvation rations, which are linked to how much work their group does. They're doing backbreaking work in minus 30-degree weather with completely inappropriate clothes. They're not sheltered from the cold at all. And you're reading this thinking, this is a good day, and the prisoner himself is saying, yeah, this is a good day, I got a tiny extra bit of bread and a tiny extra bit of dishwater soup, basically, and he found a bit of saw, and that was a highlight. So yeah, I think it's really effective in the lack of brutality, but also how this makes you reflect on how the day-to-day life must have been for the prisoners. It's really made me want to seek out some more Alexander Solzhenitsyn. I do own Cancer Ward by him, which is an allegorical novel, but I'd also really like to buy In the First Circle, which is a much bigger book than this, but goes into more depth, and I think focuses on the special camps for scientists and academics where conditions were a lot better, but they were forced to use their work to further the Soviet authorities' cause. It also made me look up gulags and forced labour camps on Wikipedia, so I feel like I've learned a lot through reading this book, even though it doesn't focus on any of the politics, but just on the day-to-day life of one prisoner. Because of this, I'd really recommend it, especially if you're looking to get into Russian literature, because it's so short, it's really easy read. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars overall.